Hi, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, and how do you do? Your face is like sunshine, you bring us great cheer. We're happy to see you, we're happy you're here. Good morning, everybody. It's been so long since I've been able to make any videos, so I thought I would show my big happy smile for all of you and to let you know that I miss you all very, very much. And that in the meantime, we've been doing Facebook Lives on Facebook in our private EarlyON group. If you haven't had a chance, please take a look and search the 519 EarlyON Facebook group and join it. Join it, because we'll be so happy to see you there to share news and stories and exciting things that are happening with our EarlyON and within our community, just so we have a way of staying together. For today's video, I've decided to edit a few different clips together to show you what I've been up to while I've been doing Facebook Lives and not making videos for you. It includes going through a car wash, which is one of my favorite things to do, and some of my favorite stories that I've been sharing with all of you. I hope you enjoy it. Roly poly, up, 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 up. Roly poly, roly poly, down, 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 down. Roly poly, out, 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 out. Roly poly, roly poly, in. Roly poly, fast, 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 fast. Roly poly, roly poly, slow, slow, slow. Slow, slow, slow. Roly poly, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Roly poly, tickle, 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 tickle. Yay! If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! Yay! So without further ado, please enjoy my video clip of a car wash that I was able to be a part of during this summer and some of my favorite stories. I'll see you soon. Good morning, everybody. This is our very first car wash, and I'm so excited that you can join us. First, we have to roll up to the car washing station and listen for instructions. Let's see what this person says. Okay, so we have to leave our car in neutral and we can't use our brakes. Now it's time to say thank you as we go into the car wash. Thank you. Have a nice day. We are almost ready waiting for the door to open. Look at that! The door's opening. This is so exciting. Do you see all those brushes and machines and water inside? Let's start the car wash now. This is the way we wash our car, wash our car, wash our car. This is the way we wash our car so early in the morning. Look at all the soap bubbles and the brushes that are going to come to brush it all away. This is the way we soap our car, soap our car, soap our car. This is the way we soap our car so early in the morning. Look at the brushes brushing our car. They are brushing the front of our car. They're brushing on both sides of our car. And they're brushing on top of our car too. This is the way we brush our car, brush our car, brush our car. This is the way we brush our car so early in the morning. And now it looks like there's more brushing and more water for the car. It's time for the car to get rinsed of all the soapy water. This is the way we rinse our car, rinse our car, rinse our car. This is the way we rinse our car so early in the morning. I wonder what's next. Oh, look, the car's getting dried. This is the way we dry our car, dry our car, dry our car. This is the way we dry our car so early in the morning. This was our car wash. Thank you. Read Me a Book by Barbara Reed. It is important for a child to have the best possible start in life. Literacy is key to a child's success, and learning to read starts with you, your child's most important teacher. Studies have shown us that the years before a child reaches the age of 6 set the foundation for lifelong health and learning. It is important that we do everything we can to make sure children begin life with a strong start so they are ready to learn once they enter school. It is never too early to start reading to your child. For this reason, this book has been developed for you by award-winning children's author Barbara Reed. The rhythmic language and unique illustrations will make it a pleasure to share with your child. It is our hope that Read Me a Book will help you and your child start on a lifelong tradition of reading together. It is a great way not only for your child to learn to read, but a valuable chance for you to spend time with and learn about your child during these crucial first years of life. We want to thank Barbara Reed and Scholastic Canada Limited for their help with our Early Years initiative, the Government of Ontario, Ontario Early Years. Read Me a Book by Barbara Reed. To Mom and Dad, from Barbara Reed, National Library of Canada Cataloging Publication Data. Read Barbara, 1957. Read me a book. Tell me a story. Read me a book. Bounce me a poem. Let's take a look. Read around the garden. Upstairs and down. Underneath the covers. Read around the town. Tell it one more time.
pick out something new. The very best beginning is to read a book with you. Right from the start, babies need us. Newborns love to kick and stretch, but they also need care, food, rest, and plenty of love and encouragement before they are strong and confident enough to take their first steps. In the same way, babies are born eager to learn. There is a lot that parents can do to help their child's growing mind develop. You are your baby's first and best teacher. Talk to your baby often. Give names to things in your world. Sing songs, tell stories, bounce and clap along to rhymes and poems. Point out the words on the street signs and cereal boxes. Your baby will start to see patterns and make exciting connections. Together, you are taking the first steps towards language and literacy. Most important of all, read to your baby. It's never too early to start. Babies need books. You can read anytime, anywhere, and almost anything. Just make sure you read together every day. Reading can be a quiet break in a busy day. It can also be a noisy time full of fun and surprises. It can be a time for you and your baby alone, or a time for family and friends too. The benefits of reading together will grow along with the child, from infant to toddler, to school age and beyond. Every time you read your baby a book, you are opening doors to language and understanding. Your baby is learning and loving it. From Barbara Reed. Tell me a story. Read me a book. Babies love books, and sharing books with your child every day will open up a world of fun and learning. Bouncy verse and delightful illustrations of babies and children reading make this a great place to start. Soon, your own child will be asking you to read me a book. Read me a book. By Barbara Reed. Walt Disney's Pinocchio. A golden super shaped book. Walt Disney's Pinocchio. A golden book, New York. Western Publishing Company, Inc. Once upon a time, there was a lonely woodcarver named Geppetto. He made a special wooden puppet and called it Pinocchio. Geppetto wished upon a star, and the blue fairy heard him. She magically brought Pinocchio to life. I'm a real boy, cried Pinocchio, moving his arms and legs. Not yet, Pinocchio. First, you must be brave, truthful, and unselfish, said the blue fairy. And Jiminy Cricket will help you learn right from wrong, she added. The next morning, Pinocchio set off for school. On his way, he met a sly fox and a wicked cat. Don't waste your time in school, said the fox. You'll have more fun if you come with us. Pinocchio went off with the fox and the cat to become an actor. They sold him to an evil puppeteer who locked him up in a cage. Just then, the blue fairy appeared. Why didn't you go to school? She asked Pinocchio. Two puppeteers put me in a sack, Pinocchio lied. And because he lied, his nose grew bigger. Jiminy Cricket helped him to tell the truth, and Pinocchio's nose shrank back to normal. Then the blue fairy set him free. The sly fox and the wicked cat caught Pinocchio again. This time they sold him to a coachman, along with a bunch of bad boys. The coachman cracked his whip, and they were off to Pleasure Island. On Pleasure Island, Pinocchio was lazy and naughty. All of a sudden, he grew donkey ears and a donkey tail. Hee-haw! Help! Now I'll have to pull the coach, brayed Pinocchio. "Quick, follow me," called Jiminy, and they jumped into the sea. When Pinocchio dried out, he went home to see Geppetto. "Father, I'm home," he called. "I'll never leave again." But Geppetto was not there. The workshop was empty. Then Jiminy Cricket found a note. "Your father went to the ocean to find you and was swallowed by a whale," it read. So Pinocchio and Jiminy went to the sea to find Geppetto. Pinocchio tied a big stone to his donkey tail. Then he jumped into the water. The stone pulled him down to the sea bottom. He and Jiminy walked along and looked in every sea cave for Geppetto. Suddenly, a huge whale named Monstro came up behind them. He swallowed them up along with the whole school of fish. There, in the stomach of the whale, was Geppetto, living on a wrecked old boat. "My son! Oh, I'm so happy to see you!" cried Geppetto. "Me too, father," shouted Pinocchio. "Now, let's get out of here." Pinocchio and Geppetto lit a fire. The smoke from the fire made Monstro sneeze. Ka-choo! Geppetto and Pinocchio rushed out of the whale's huge mouth on a raft. They washed up on the shore. Pinocchio lay still. He did not wake up. Geppetto held the puppet in his arms. "My little wooden head was so brave and unselfish," he said, crying. "He risked his life to save me." Geppetto carried Pinocchio home and put him on the bed. A ray of starlight came through the window. The soft voice of the blue fairy said, "You are brave, truthful, and unselfish. Now you may be a real boy." Pinocchio sat up. "Father," he cried, "look at me. Now I'm really and truly a real boy." "And so you are," said Geppetto, hugging him tight. Walt Disney's Pinocchio, a golden super shaped book. 50 Below Zero, written by Robert Munch, illustrated by Michael Martichenko. 50 Below Zero, story by Robert Munch, art by Michael Martichenko. Anik Press Limited, Toronto, Canada. To Jason, Watson Lake, and Taya, Whitehorse, Yukon Territory. In the middle of the night, Jason was asleep. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" Jason opened the door to the kitchen. And there was his father, who walked in his sleep. He was sleeping on top of the refrigerator. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped, ran around the kitchen 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." And then he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. Zzz, 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 zzz. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom, and there was his father sleeping in the bathtub. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the bathroom 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. Zzz, 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 zzz. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. No one was there. He opened the door to the garage. And there was his father sleeping on top of the car. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father jumped up, ran around the car 3 times, and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy." But he was too tired to do anything about it, so he went back to bed. Jason went to sleep. Zzz, 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 zzz. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the door to the kitchen. No one was there. He opened the door to the bathroom. No one was there. He opened the door to the garage. No one was there. He opened the door to the living room. No one was there. But the front door was open, and his father's footprints went out into the snow, and it was 50 below zero that night. "Yikes," said Jason. "My father is outside in just his pajamas. He will freeze like an ice cube." So Jason put on 3 warm snowsuits, 3 warm parkas, 6 warm mittens, 6 warm socks, and 1 pair of very warm boot sort of things called mucklucks. Then he went out the front door and followed his father's footprints. Jason walked and walked and walked and walked. Finally, he found his father. His father was leaning against a tree. Jason yelled, "Papa, wake up!" His father did not move. Jason yelled in the loudest possible voice, "Papa, wake up!" His father still did not move. Jason tried to pick up his father, but he was too heavy. Jason ran home and got his sled. He pushed his father onto the sled and pulled him home. When they got to the back porch, Jason grabbed his father's big toe and pulled him up the stairs. Bump, 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 bump. He pulled him across the kitchen floor. Screech, 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 screech. Then Jason put his father in the tub and turned on the warm water. Glug, 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 glug. The tub filled up. Jason's father jumped up and ran around the bathroom 3 times and went back to bed. Jason said, "This house is going crazy. I'm going to do something." So he got a long rope and tied one end to his father's bed and one end to his father's big toe. Jason went to sleep. Zzz, 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 zzz. He woke up. He heard a sound. He said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" He opened the kitchen door. And there was his father, stuck in the middle of the floor. "Good," said Jason. "That is the end of the sleepwalking. Now I can get to sleep." In the middle of the night, Jason's mother was asleep. Zzz, 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 zzz. She woke up. She heard a sound. She said, "What's that? What's that? What's that?" She opened the door to the kitchen and the end. Anik Press Limited, Toronto, Canada. Robert Munch is a storyteller and children's writer. He lives in Guelph, Ontario, with his wife Anne and Julie, Andrew, and Taya. Robert spends most of his time telling stories and some of it writing them. His popular books and records are enjoyed by children all over the world. 50 Below Zero is his 13th book. Michael Martchenko was born in France. He moved to Canada and graduated from Ontario College of Art. He is now the creative director of TDF Artists in Toronto. Michael is internationally known for the 10 titles he has illustrated by Robert Munch. 50 Below Zero by Robert Munch and illustrated by Michael Martchenko.